Okay, so we have seen now how creating relationship creates realism into our work. And you can see that before the relationships were created, you were not in a position where you could just move things anyhow. And the bodies will just be passing through one another. But the kinematical relationships are enforced by joints. Once joints have been created, by choosing what those joints are, you are able to choose the motions that are possible. Is it acceptable to build all the components differently and then bring them to design file for assembly? It's a bit difficult to create extra sketches on previous sketches. Well, both of them, Muyiwa, Alashi, both of them can be done. You don't need to create extra sketches on previous sketches. You can choose up to 20 or 50 XY coordinates, XY construction planes. You don't have to use, there's no limit to how many construction planes you can create on a particular plane. So there's no problem with that. And we are just doing the simplest way of enforcing joints now that will work. We are going to go through in reality, you are supposed to be importing your components from other drawings. Usually it is not the same person that will do the different components. In fact, usually in one of the lectures, we're going to look at collaboration, where different people are doing different things and working together. And that's how you should work. You should begin to learn to do collaborative work, where somebody is building the piston, the other person is building the crank, another person is building the connecting rod, and they just bring everything together and start doing the assembly. But we are looking at this very simple case where we are doing in place as built assembly right now. Sir, the slab point is it the same as the axis of revolution? It doesn't have to be an axis of revolution. It can be, it doesn't have to be, because you are assuming that the thing is revolving. What if it is sliding? And what if it is cylindrical? Or what if it is rigid? So it doesn't have to be an axis of revolution. It doesn't necessarily have to be. But you can see that there has to be relationship, and relationships can only exist between components. So if you want relationship to exist between two parts, you must make components out of them, and you now create joints between them. Even if it is a fixed relationship, there is a rigid joint. And then the rigid joint, once the rigid joint is there, you can test that rigid joint, and that is it. So that is how we get that done. And now we get to I think we're on slide 35 now, am I?